the beat hit, it's queenish. Friday nights beginning. We stay hype with guys like no matter what, cause we queenin'. Hey, we queenin'. We queenin'. When them other chicks be scheming, we stay hype cause we queenin'.
With the queens and the feeling, throw them hands up. Got a crown on my head, no we can be touched.
What's up, y'all?
What up, what up? Hey, Nite Hypers.
Hi, are you recording?
Yeah.
Hey, what's good, Nite Hype podcast people?
It's about that time for
The Nite Hype Show.
Hey.
And I am your hype home girl. Hashtag Swaggeezy. I almost forgot my name.
Oh, Missy E. Easy.
DJ Easky.
Right. Taking me back.
Okay. So, anyways, we're not here alone, which is so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all believe I've been trying to interview this guy for like 3 years? I know.
Finally got him.
Finally got him in the Stuud. Shout out to Rebel Cuts, but everyone give a warm welcome for Mr. Roy Nova, also known, or used to be known as Jus B.
Formerly known as Jus B.
Hey,
What's up?
What's up with y'all, man?
We good. How are you?
I'm glad I'm kicking it with y'all.
Hey.
I mean, you in here drifting and stuff, y'all.
I mean, goodness.
He is the flyest I ever.
And can I just share this one bit of information because y'all can't smell from the microphone or from this laptop right here. As soon as I opened the door to the barbershop, all I smelled was just
my gosh.
It was very pleasant cologne smell. What are you wearing by the way?
It's a Guilty Gucci.
Guilty Gucci, all right.
Did you buy that before or after the boycott?
I think it was before.
Okay. You get a pass. And use it all the way till it runs out. I ain't mad at you.
Okay, you almost can't help but too. But anyway, we didn't come to talk about how fly you are. You are actually back doing music, like you never left. So that's what you said. But to us, those of you, who were, following along from the Jus B days.
Hey.
Like really was, illustrious, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Was there. What is different from Jus B to Roy Nova, and why did you feel like you had to go through that change? Definitely.
When I was doing music as Jus B, I was young. I had that fire. I had that drive.
Yeah, you really did.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just on it, man. I was on it. And really technically Jus B, man, I went through some things, but I didn't go through enough.
And I'm surprised because I was just telling you that, that's what made me really attached to him as an artist. Just the real and transparency that I heard in your music. What's that? It was the first song, and it was something like y'all was in the streets, and it was like you was a trap boy.
Was it off of Hope City?
It was even before that.
Okay. Man, I got a lot of songs.
Okay, you got a lot of songs. And that's the thing, like he got a lot of music. Like you got a lot of music up under you.
A lot.
And so I personally always thought that you were, I'm saying, not necessarily that you, I heard your lyrics and I would be like, okay, this guy has been through something in his walk. He knows that he needs Jesus. Mm-hmm. He knows how good God is, but you saying you wasn't even there yet?
Yeah, I was, on my walk with Christ, when I was doing, Christian music, I was there, but I still struggled.
Yeah.
Everybody had struggles. Everybody had, I can't speak for everybody else. I can only speak for myself. Yeah. But everybody has something that.
I was about to say, not even had, but had.
Yeah.
Even if you done left the weed alone, you might be a gossiper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and people don't realize, man, it's they try to pick and choose what sin to do.
Yeah.
They think this sin is okay to do because it's not really under a microscope that much. You know what I'm saying? But of course, we all know you're still gonna be judged anyway.
Right.
You're gonna be judged anyway. But yeah. Jus B then, like I said, I went through things, but I was still learning. I was still growing. Mm-hmm. I was still growing as a son, as a brother. Just as a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I always prayed a prayer ever since like my early 20s. I always prayed a prayer. I said, God, I want you to make me a better man. you know, in any and everything I do. So I was going through some things, you know, and you know, it made me who I am now.
Yeah.
You know, we talked previously about it, you know, Jus B, you know, I seemed cool, everything was cool, and
yeah, really laid
and
back.
certain people thought I didn't have a care in the world.
I did.
You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
just told him
like,
that like the first time I seen him, and it was at Christian Fellowship. It was like something. He was just sitting back in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, I didn't even know he was an artist. That's how cool, like, and laid back he was. But you got on stage and just exploded, exploded. So that was not that wasn't you. Is that what you said?
That was me. It was me. You know, because like I said, I had such a fire and a drive, man. That was just, you know, it was strong because I love music, you know, and at that time it was my first time really, you know, being able to you know, rock the stage consistently. So, you know, I had a lot of fire, man, at that time, man. I was just, you know, like, I don't know, like it's just like when I stepped on stage and when I rocked the mic and when I started rapping, it gave me that energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then also too, I'm a student of the game, you know, just like I was telling you earlier, Miss E. You know, I listened to a lot of KRS-One and I watched a lot of KRS-One's documentaries. And one documentary, he talked about how whenever you perform, you know what I'm saying, you own the stage. And, you know, so a lot of that stuff and techniques, man, like I was young, I was on fire. I was like, man, I'm about to use everything KRS-One taught me.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was.
You studied it.
Yeah, you know, and I just felt like as an artist, I you know, I was an artist. You know, I had to do what I had to do to bring the energy, do whatever I had to do. Now, as Roy Nova, I'm a little more laid back, more, you know.
You evolved.
I evolved, you know. Been through some things, man. Been through some things.
Father now.
Yeah.
You go, boy.
You got
daddy,
to.
you know, I'm a daddy now, you know what I'm saying? So at that time I didn't have kids, you know what I'm saying? So so definitely, man, I had to learn some things, man, and I've been through some things and I had to step away from the music for a while to kind of work on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good for me to hear me do music too again. So, cause I never thought I never thought I was gonna rap again. Really? I promise y'all, I never thought I was gonna rap again. Cause that's how cause I wasn't feeling it.
You wasn't in that place. You wasn't in that artistic, creative mindset.
And it's just weird to hear that because if you, like he said, he got a lot of songs. And if you crank out, you know what I'm saying, everything that, you know, if I could take out, I'm gonna, you know, after the interview, I'm gonna catch you up on game. But, you know, going down your list, I personally didn't think there was no more evolution for you to even, you know, go through. Because I'm like, gosh, this dude got it. Like, especially as a Christian rapper, because I always give y'all props because you can't cuss. And you used to come with some real life metaphors, some bars, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Mic drop stuff. So to hear that, you know, you had to get to a point where you like had to rap again, I totally understand. That's how we were with the kind of the I guess radio thing, personality thing. Whatever.
It happens like that sometimes, y'all. You gotta get in them. You gotta get in them sometimes.
It's always them. No, you see Ashley. No, don't she know? Anyways, back to the interview.
And scene.
I just seen the shadow come up this way. You see what you got to look forward to?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You saying your babies is what, 3 and 2?
3 and 2.
Oh Lord,
3 and 2, man. 3 and 2.
You got some.
So, do you think your lyrics done changed since you became a father in any way?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I believe my lyrics now is a lot better than what I was doing whenever I was first doing music.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay.
I think the evolution is there.
Yes.
You know, it's just all about going through some things because, like I said, when I was writing music before, you know, I was going through things, but you know, not to the magnitude to where, you know, I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like the music now, there's definitely more growth. Like when you hear self-care and you listen to self-care,
Yeah.
I hear the growth
Yeah.
in myself in that.
Yeah.
You know, lyrically telling storytelling and everything. So it's like, I'm able to articulate the music a little bit better now. Because it seems like, most artists don't realize, or if you are an artist, you do know that sometimes writer's block will hit you. And I had writer's block for a long time.
Right. Not even on the writing to me.
Yeah, I had writer's block for a long time. And so it was times I'll write songs and I'll write music and I'm like, nah, man, I gotta throw it away because I'm not feeling it. And my cousin, shout out to my cousin Stilo, man. Stilo.
Hey,
Stilo.
Hi, Stilo.
Hey, Stilo.
He mentored me a lot through music before even I was doing Christian rap, when I was doing secular music. So, but one thing that he said that I noticed was he said, look, man, whenever you get writer's block or whenever you feel that way, just write.
Yeah.
Just write. Just go ahead and just write. So that's what I started doing. I just started saying, you know what? Let me just stop.
Try to make it perfect.
Yeah, make it perfect.
Make a hit commercial
Make it too
single.
perfect and just let it flow.
Yeah.
So with self-care, that was a song where I did that. I just let it all flow. I let it all flow. I let it all out. And and it became fluid.
Yeah.
The more I started writing, it just became fluent to me. So yeah, I think like going back to the question, I think that my music is definitely definitely elevated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back to the Jus B's days.
But see, I feel like I got all the bangers, so I don't know.
Have to go back and just see the evolution.
The evolution, yeah.
I gotta
definitely
see the steps and changes and the growth. I gotta see that.
Yeah.
But just listening to Self-Care, very, very, very nice track.
Thank you.
Very nice track. I really like that.
Thank you.
And we will be playing that for our podcast listeners at the end of the episode.
Yeah. So we appreciate you coming by and bringing in, especially because do you consider yourself still an artist per se, or are you doing music because this is my heart?
Yeah, I'm just doing music right now. As an artist, like I said, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's just something, like I said, with self-care, I wanted to release it to kind of test the waters and see how it is. But I'm surprised all the feedback that I've been getting.
Well, we've been waiting for you
for a long time.
83.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all Kansas City artists just really don't kill me. Want to put out tracks every 2 to 3 years? No.
Yeah, shout out to 83, man.
Shout out
to 83, man. He makes good music, man.
He does.
And hopefully one day me and him, we can collab and do something.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can definitely
that would
see
be
that.
a super hot track.
Yeah.
Did you hear the last one?
Yeah. Free from the trap, man. Shout out to 83, man. And
my soul for
he got pretty gangster on that too, man.
Did.
I said, okay, 83, I see you, bro. I see you, man.
he done got skinny now. So.
He lost a lot of weight, man. So yeah.
But you had to.
I had to.
You done slipped and trimmed. So what's been the what do you call? What was the motivation, or what led you there? You know what? Forget it. I'm about to.
Yeah.
Is that part of the self-care?
Yeah, it's part of the self-care.
Love it.
Just with health issues and history in my family, and hereditary, going through the bloodline with high blood pressure and sugar issues. So I just decided to say, hey, I want to take a head start.
Proactively. That's dope.
That's awesome.
And that's something a lot of you black men do not do.
Yeah. Go get checked.
Definitely get checked. Get checked out. You know what I'm saying? And keep yourself healthy, man. Keep going to the gym. Keep working out. I'm not at my goal weight where I want to be, but I'm getting it.
But hold on, what you want to be?
I ain't trying to get too skinny.
Okay, don't do that.
I ain't trying to get too skinny.
Don't get crackhead skinny out here.
I ain't trying to get too skinny.
I told Pastor he got to stop now.
Yeah. I don't want to get too
skinny. Nothing left to lose.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, okay, and we say you're not about the artistry, not about the music. What is Roy's legacy that he wants? Because, okay, we just lost Nip. Right. And I know as a true artist, you know what I'm saying, that stung you. It stung me too. Right. So what was that to you, and how did that cement what you want your legacy to be?
Definitely. When I seen Nipsey, man, I mean, that hit hard for me.
It did too. It hit a lot of us hard.
That hit hard because I was a listener to Nipsey. I remember the first project he where I got attention to him was when he was selling his mixtapes for $100.
That Crenshaw.
Yeah, the Crenshaw mixtape.
Yeah, that was my jam.
So the Crenshaw mixtape was dope, and he got a lot of buzz from that when Jay-Z bought I think 100 copies of that.
Jay-Z bought 100, Lauren London bought 10, and that's how they started. You know what I'm saying? So that was
beautiful, beautiful story.
So he definitely paved the way, man, for artists who are more conscious.
Yeah.
He was more than just a thug rapper or a rapper that rapped about, shooting niggas
cars
and killing
and clothes
niggas
and hoes.
Yeah. He actually had a meaningful message in his music, and he was revolutionary.
Yeah.
He was definitely revolutionary. Yeah. And one thing I liked about him was, he was into the fashion thing. He had the marathon clothing store.
Yeah, because you're definitely big on fashion.
Yeah, I'm big on fashion. So, that's something that I'm kind of looking forward to doing later on too. To fashion and kind of, getting to,
your brand.
My brand. Yeah. So, coming soon. That's a little plug for y'all.
Hey.
That's a little plug.
Cooking it up. You heard it right here first on Nite Hype Show.
Nite Hype.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little plug. So man, Nipsey and the legacy I want to leave. I want to leave basically a legacy for the artist, man, to be inspired, man, and to never give up on your dreams and to keep pushing.
Oh yeah.
When I go and obviously I got a large catalog of music.
Yeah.
So I did a lot with Shop Music. Shout out to Shop, man.
Shout
out to B Shop, and Shop Music. That's a legacy that I'm glad to be a part of.
Yes.
Shop Music, that's a big legacy to be a part of, man.
Especially here in the city.
City.
Period.
Yeah.
I mean, I still listen to PIMP,
right.
Cruise Control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what put me on to, I guess you could say, Christian hip hop in Kansas City was Shock Music and everything. All the shows they used to have. Like, we'll be in there kicking it like we at the club, So he was a culture changer.
Yeah, definitely. And they was doing big things. Now, when Shock first started, I wasn't in church and I was doing secular rap.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing stuff in the clubs and I was doing stuff on totally different platforms.
Yeah.
But one of my cousins, they was like, yo, man, you should come check out these cats, called Shock Music. You know what I'm saying? And, I told Shock this story. So, Shock, this ain't nothing new. If you hear me, listen, this ain't nothing new. I already told you. At that time when let me hear the CD, I threw it in the bag. I said, I ain't feeling that.
I get you.
I said I ain't feeling it. But
some people are not a big Christian.
At that time, I didn't like Christian music at that time because I thought it was corny.
I
thought it was outdated. I didn't like it. So
what are y'all rapping about?
Right. When I went to one of his shows, I think it was at Christian Fellowship where they was doing, what was it, First Saturdays or something like that? First Fridays. Was it First Saturdays or something like that? Yeah, First Saturdays, yeah. And when I went in there, man, it was so packed.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there and like I said, I'm fresh off the street, so I go in there, I'm like, dang, I'm like,
it got turned up like this.
Yeah. Like the lights was dark. I thought it was gonna be a light up event. Like it was dark and everybody in there kicking it and chilling. And I'm like, yo, this is Christian rap. Like these dudes, like they got a huge following.
Mm-hmm.
So when I seen that following, surprisingly shocking, his father and my father, they knew each other. One day, like I said, my father was like, man, here, give this CD another shot. Keep listening, give it another shot, keep listening.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept listening to it, and after a while, I was like, these dudes are pretty cool. They're pretty cool. So once after I changed my life and, I got in church and got my life together, I was doing music on my own.
Yeah.
I was doing my own thing. And I remember that, I was doing a lot of stuff in, KCK and Wanda, but nobody in Missouri was listening to my music. But everybody in Wanda, I started off doing my music in Wanda. So like a lot of the churches in Wanda, the Dot. Yeah, so they showed me a lot of love, man, and nobody in Missouri really listened to me. But what happened was I started getting a nice little buzz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
he did.
And I'm gonna try to wrap it up and make it quick, but a lot of people don't know this story. A lot of people don't know this, but how Shock got introduced, or how me and Shock kind of reintroduced ourselves to each other. Because like I said, we knew each other when we was kids and stuff, but it wasn't like we knew each other.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Yo, man, why don't you come on down to the studio? Come on down, man, and I'm gonna shoot you a song, man. I want you to do this song." And the song was called it was off the Remission album. it was called
Was it the Redeemed?
Redeemed.
That was my stuff.
It was Redeemed.
That was my dream.
It was Redeemed, man, and that song is so it was so long ago, man. I'm like, yo, like this, like that was like 2013, 12.
It was 13.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
That album took me through, y'all. Like, well, when I think about Are You Done?
Right.
When I say I played that much,
that Remission album was a classic.
It's a classic. Yes.
So shout out to Shop Music, man.
Now
Shout
I'm
out
gonna have to play
Shop.
that again. Thank you, Jesus. I needed that.
Yeah, definitely, man. When and he told me to come down to the studio and lay down my verse for Redeemed, and man, like that was actually the first time I ever met Solo too.
Yeah.
So shout out to Solo, man.
Shout out to Solo.
So that was the first time I met him, and I remember whenever I did my verse, like I opened up this, we recorded it at Top Studio, and when I got out the booth, they was just sitting there looking at me, like they was just stuck. They was just stuck looking at me, like, and I never forget what Shock said. Shock said, "Now how in the world I'm supposed to come after that?"
They was in awe, like, what?
So that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, man, and that's how me and Shock got together, man. And we put the pieces together.
I did not know that was your first
that
track
was my
for
first
Shock
track
Music.
for Shock Music.
Because that's how I found out about him.
That was my first track.
And it went swoosh after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah, man.
All right. Amazing.
That was my first track with Shock, and then the rest was history, man.
It really was.
The rest was history.
So I know you were saying that you was in secular and then you went to Christian. So what do you consider yourself now?
Now I'm just like I'm just a student of the game. I don't want to necessarily put a title on my music,
right?
Because like I said, I'm trying to reach more than people who's just Christian. I don't want to just, because I feel like when you put a title on your music, it is exactly what it is. It's titled. It's boxed in.
And that's who it's going to be catered to.
Right,
just like we saw with the Old Town Road situation. Like even though this was considered country because it's labeled country, but it was so far out the box that it did more than that, and now he had the number one song overall. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, I definitely get that. I even liked when the higher art. Didn't you do higher art too?
I was with higher art. I did the first two ciphers.
Yes.
That's why I kept looking at you like, hold on, wait.
I
remember.
Yeah, that's Jus B.
And that cipher went hard.
It actually caught some waves, man. And
nationally.
Yeah. We got attention from a lot of people nationally. I think it got almost up to 1 million views on YouTube. And shout out to my higher art brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, man. I still got love for y'all, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait for y'all do another one. Wait for y'all do another one.
Too. We supported all y'all for a while because I remember doing my interview for Praise 95.3,
right.
And they was asking me about why do I want to be on the radio? Well, and it was for Christian hip hop, and now necessarily like we were talking about earlier. I like that we can have a platform to say, you know what, I'm not Christian, I'm not secular, I just want to do good music.
I just want to make good
and
music.
Inspire good people.
Right.
Because that's what I'm here for.
Me too.
And even though, we say Christian or not Christian, it's not the Christians that really need that type of music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and I think even Lecrae has noticed that. Like you see him now. He's not just out here, I'm a Christian hip hop artist or anything of that nature.
Nope.
Like he's really putting on for his people and just making good music.
Right. And that's how it's supposed to be, man. People got to realize, man, music evolves.
It really does.
Music grows, and as an artist, you'll grow. So sometimes, what you were accustomed to, you got to say, hey, I got to switch it up.
Yeah. That's the only way to stay relevant.
Yeah, because time don't move for nobody. I mean, it don't stop for nobody.
Yeah.
Time keeps moving.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to have growth. You got to know that, hey, I got to keep up with the times. You know, I got to keep up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I you know, like I said, I don't want to. You know, I'm a Christian. You know,
Right.
with my belief.
Don't get it
Yeah, I'm a
twisted.
Christian
Don't
with my
get
belief.
twisted.
But with my music, it's strictly just for hip hop. Strictly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course, me, I tend more to, you know, kind of relate more to the streets.
Yeah.
You know, because like I said, you know, that's what raised me. You know, that's what made me. You know, I learned a lot when I was in the streets. Dealing, you know, some good things, some bad things.
Yeah.
You know, so I can relate. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to the struggle, the hustle, everything. You know, being locked up, everything. You know,
Right.
I've been through it all. So yeah. So
Oh, you
Yeah.
a reformed thug.
Reformed girl.
I didn't know.
I mean, I wasn't out there that bad, man. I wasn't out there that bad. You know, I wasn't out there too bad, man.
Good.
Good. Probably about like me, you know what I'm saying? Little itch of the toe.
Oh,
Like,
silly.
God,
Yeah.
it's enough.
So silly.
Bring me home, Jesus. I'm the prodigal son. Because you're a PK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
preacher
I
kid.
was born and raised, man, in church, man. You know, my mother and my father, they came from a small town in Sykeston, Missouri. Shout out to Sykeston.
Oh, you ain't from Kansas City like that?
Well, I was born and raised here, but my family, they're from Sykeston, Missouri. So
Cool.
you know, they came here and you know they built a foundation and that's another legacy that you know my father, he's a pastor, so
Amazing.
you know it's definitely a blessing, you know what I'm saying, because you know my mother, she did pass, but you know it's all good, you know she's in a way better place, you know,
Right.
and I still feel her prayers still today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Beautiful.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
her praying over me and covering over me, even though she
When you
passed
didn't
on.
want to,
It's still
It manifests.
it manifested.
After
yeah.
the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there's some
so-
prayers from 4 years ago that I'm
Right.
just now seeing come to pass.
Right,
And
right,
that's
right,
typically-
Amen.
I mean, God's time is not ours.
It's not ours.
Yeah,
It's not ours.
so-
So I was raised, like I said, morally right. You know what I'm saying, and you know, just like any other preacher kid or pastor kid, you know, you rebel.
Look at that, they laughing.
You rebel. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah, you
kick
switch
it.
on, switch over there.
You switch
That's
over.
fine.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
Real quick.
and you know, so you know, like I said, it was an experience, man, that I had to learn, man, on my own with life.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, on your own.
I had to
And
learn on my own.
You
I
know
had to learn
what?
on my
That
own.
speaks so much to a lot of what I feel like a lot of Christians are going through right now.
Mhm.
We take what people say and what people do, and we let that be what we see of God, of our walk, but instead of experiencing Him for our own self,
True,
our own
true.
relationship, because
True.
there's been some things that I wanted to give up on,
Right.
one of them being my faith. But when you know and you experience the realness of God in an intimate way,
Yes,
like
Lord.
you can't do it. You
Right.
feel stupid. You
Right.
know God is real.
All right,
Like
all right, Andy, you preaching over here.
I didn't say
Man, that's what she do,
It's the
y'all. That's what
truth.
she do.
You know what I'm saying? And you
That's
can't
what's up.
go back to your old ways. So that's why I said that, like you're reformed. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
you know, like you said, I'm still learning. I'm still growing. Like I just was able to admit, like I have an addiction problem with
Right.
marijuana, and
Right,
just now starting to work on it. So
Right.
it's a lot of things that we will hide as believers just to try to make sure that we look good to the masses, and that's not what people need to see from us.
And that's a horrible way of doing it, because I was the same way.
Yeah.
I wrote a song called Eyes Off Me. Anybody who ever get a chance to listen to it, it's on iTunes, it's on Shop Music's website.
Okay.
But with Eyes Off Me, that was a song basically explaining what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through things, but I was trying to cover it and hide it like everything was cool,
Right.
knowing I was struggling. I was going through some stuff.
Struggling.
So
Not one struggle.
Yeah. So with Eyes Off Me, man, like, you know, that was something, that was a song that was my breakthrough song.
For you personally?
Personally too,
Okay.
you know, and you know, that song, you know, I basically talked about having, you know, my daughter out of wedlock.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, man, I also struggle with marijuana.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, you know, it's, you know, because I was a big weed smoker.
Mhm.
So yeah,
10 years,
so
a
yeah,
whole
so
decade.
so that's a struggle. You know
It
what I'm saying? It's a
is.
struggle.
It
You know,
is.
and
Yeah.
you know,
for sure.
so yeah, you know, and it felt good letting it out. You know, when I wrote the song, because I'm like, you know, and the song is called Eyes Off Me for a reason, because like I said, you know, don't put your eyes on me, because, you know, I'm likable to fall.
Right.
You know, I'm likable.
Definitely
I'm likable
right.
to, you know, don't hold me accountable for anything. Don't put me on no pedestal.
Okay.
None of that, because I'm likable to fall. I'm an average man.
I get that.
I mean, you know, I can't walk the shoes that Jesus walked, or any
even some of these holy, you know, very righteous people, I can't even walk. I
can't do it.
And you know, so that and not to say that you know, I didn't recognize your struggle as far as like, oh, he's still doing this, but I've always heard that struggle, and I've always picked up your fight to stay in the light.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For your music. That's one thing that I've always picked up. And of course, as somebody who was going through the same thing, your music, it just speak to me. Like, I was a for real fan, y'all. Like, for real, y'all. Seriously. Yeah. And it's just because I literally caught on to like, okay, this might not be the easiest thing, but you're not going to give up, and you're going to keep going after God.
Keep fighting.
You know, be a real man after God's own heart.
Yeah,
and we need
you gotta
that.
Keep fighting. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep fighting. And you know, you know, one thing I wish I could have had was more stronger people around me. You know, people who you know, because like I said, you know, the Bible is true. You know, iron sharpens iron.
That's
right.
You know?
That's right.
So when you got somebody going through the similar battle and a similar fight for you, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have that person around, because they understand.
Right? Yeah,
and,
yes.
You keep each other on each other's toes. You know what I'm saying? Keep each other on each other's feet. So that's one thing that I realized, and I kind of just distanced myself.
Yeah.
You know, instead of speaking out and kind of just, you know, talking to, you know, brothers or, you know, different men who went through the similar struggle, that's the type of person.
I am too. I'm isolation. Right. I will straight go to isolation, MIA. And you good for it. This dude here have a Facebook page. You won't see him for a few months, years, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Come back with a new song.
He'll come back with a new song.
Right.
So I definitely understand, but you know, we like your music out here. It helps us.
I appreciate it, yeah.
And I definitely, as soon as I seen he dropped that self-care, like, hey, bring that over here.
Bring it on.
Got to get
Bring it on.
So you can't come through Nite Hype Show without giving us your top 5.
My top
Dead
5.
Of all time.
Dead or alive. Dead or alive. I have to say, number 1, I was very inspired by Biggie Smalls.
Okay.
All right.
Biggie Smalls is definitely number 1. Of course, Tupac. I gotta put Tupac at number 2. At number 3, I gotta put Jay-Z there.
Oh, yes.
I gotta put Jay on there at number 3. And of course, number 4, I gotta put my man Nas on there.
Okay.
He gotta go without. You know, that's our area. Okay.
I gotta put
One
my man
more.
Nas on there.
One more.
Okay.
And number 5, you know, y'all, you know, it may be strange,
it's okay.
but the man is strange, and he's strange music.
Hey, what up, Tech?
I gotta put Tech 9 at number 5. I was a big
Nina.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Planet Rock went so hard. So hard at the skating rink.
And the fact that he's from the town, he's from the city, I gotta show him love. Man.
Independently did what he did. Independently. Label, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he's still grinding. He's still going. So he's definitely a big inspiration for me to be a Kansas City artist.
Yeah,
you know, he sets that platform of how to be an artist and how to manage yourself and how to promote yourself, market yourself. I mean, for goodness sakes, this man got Boulevard beer. Monster endorsements. I mean, he got a whole clothing company, printing company in Lee Summit. He got. I mean, God,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like he's.
His
I mean,
office is big.
And you know what? What's so crazy? Like this, we talking about men used to sleep on people's couches, like used to be homeless, and so that's just to speak to your dreams. Like don't just keep on pressing, keep on pressing, and it will come.
So anybody who know Tech, man, let Tech know I got love for him, man. He's definitely on my top 5.
And let him know you need to put him on the track, because he ain't gonna be disappointed.
And come to Nite Hype.
Period.
Come to Nite Hype.
Come to Nite Hype Tech. Come to Nite Hype Tech.
Now, before you go, you want to tell your fans where they can follow you, where they can find your music, where to reach you at.
Right. Well, right now, if you follow me on Facebook, it's Roy Nova Marshall Jr. Right now, I haven't launched the new Roy Nova page or any Roy Nova sites yet. That's something that I'm working on soon. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. So right now, this is like I said, it's just a little test run. See what I'm gonna do. See if I can step my foot back out there.
Yeah, Instagram too, right?
Yeah, I got an IG. The IG is Roy Nova 816.
Hey, 816.
So yeah, so definitely follow me on there. You know, you kind of get a personal look into my life. You know, my kids, my babies, my selfies.
A slim look. He don't post often.
I don't post often, man, but you know, I'll pop up every now and then, man. But I'm working on that. You know, I'm working on that.
Okay, so I can help you. You know what I'm saying, with the digital media stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
You will come back when you got the clothing up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I'm working on it now. I'm actually working on a clothing line. The first I can't say it right now.
Okay, that's cool. So at least we know that it's in the works.
It's in the works.
I'll be looking forward to my T-shirt, you know what I'm saying, so I can rock, you know, promote.
Let's have a cameo, you know.
Yeah, like in the commercial.
It's definitely in the works because, like I said, you know, I'm real big into fashion, so you know I like looking good, you know, and I want my brothers and my sisters looking good.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna try to get the resources to get everything put together so I can get this clothing line out.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. Hopefully, when I come back, man, we can get this clothing line. You know, get y'all some shirts and most definitely.
All right. Well, that's the end of the Nite Hype Show, you guys.
It is, but first, introduce your song.
My song, this is called Self-Care. You know, it's just, you know, something smooth, something easy to ride to, man, and you know, something you can vibe to, man. So check it out, man. This is Self-Care by Roy Nova, man.
Yeah. Little something I wrote, man. A little conversation I'm having with God and myself. Talk to me, man. It's all real spill, man. Real talk out here, man. Talk to me, man. You feel me? I pray to God he keeps blessing me. Keep me protected with your angels from these fakes and these phonies. And ain't it kind of funny how they quick to change on you? I think of God's grace, that's why I really pray for him. I understand I'm bitter, I need a change of heart. And every day I need that fresh start. Man, I miss them times when I was fellowshipping with my brethren, but now I'm chewing on this manna from heaven. I'm an old school dude with a new school flow. I'm just trying to live life and ball like I'm Lonzo. I let the past be the past and try to better myself. I say, kids, slow down, don't get ahead of yourself. I bumped my head so many times I really can't believe it. It's like it's hard for me to catch it like a wide receiver. I thank God for rocking with me, he was down for the cause. I never met a friend who loved me in spite of my flaws. Lord have mercy, please bless their soul. Please forgive them for the things that they really don't know. I was out here grinding through the hell, sleet and snow. I'm trying to make a way, I'm trying to see my babies grow. And many don't know, I was dead broke. Pockets on flat, bank account was a joke. My babies need diapers, ain't no food for the fridge. Sometimes I really wonder how I'm providing for these kids. My marriage on the line, me and wifey still fighting. Ain't no love here, now I'm feeling uninspired. And now I stopped rapping, I ain't wrote in months. Now I'm sipping on this liquor, rolling packs of the blunts. I used to ask God, am I living life just to suffer? I'm trying to be a better father, friend, and a brother. I'm asking for forgiveness for the things that I did, because I'm still far impressed from this life that I lived, man.
All right, y'all. Nite Hype Show. We out.
We out.
We out.
We done.
We out.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.